So, something that I binge watched, and
Yeah.
it came out this Saturday, was House of Cards Season 4.
Yeah.
And I burned through that motherfucker like nobody's business. Yeah, man, I have to say, it was a pretty stellar return to form for that show. The first 2 seasons were really fantastic, but they had this driving force behind it.
Yeah.
It was basically a political revenge movie
Indeed.
with its end goal,
And a rise to power.
a rise to power. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm going to be spoilers on this. You know, anybody who gives a shit about House of Cards Season 4 has obviously been up to date.
Yeah.
So at the end of Season 2, he becomes president, which is his driving goal at the beginning of Season 1.
Yeah.
So you're on with him with this journey.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes to some very fucking horrible dark places.
Yeah. 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 Absolutely.
And you kind of question, do you support him? Do you not? And he's always sort of inviting you in. You know, he talks to you directly as a character, you know, as an audience.
Yeah. Literally.
Now, Season 3, the first 2 seasons of the show were heavily based on the British series,
Yeah.
House of Cards. And that's kind of where it ended. And Season 3, you know, because it was such a great success, they said, well, let's continue it. And it really felt like that. It stumbled a bit. It didn't really know what to do with itself. And it's not that it was a bad show. I wouldn't even say it's a mediocre show. It was a solid show.
Yeah.
But the first 2 seasons were fucking stellar. I mean, they were like the best kind of TV coming out.
Have you seen the British House of Cards?
I have.
You've seen how it ended?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, you know, like, they couldn't have ended it there in season 2.
No, they couldn't have. And so it was a bit of a stumbling block of them trying to find their footing. They created conflict between the wife and him. It just...
The lovely Robin Wright.
She's incredible in this show. I mean, you know, everybody goes on about Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
I mean, Robin Wright is just as good.
This swan just kind of like swimming through this show. She's amazing.
She's a beautiful, like, swan that has, like, venom beaks.
Oh, yeah. Like,
you know,
swans do, man. Swans can be vicious.
They can be vicious. No, perfect description. They can be so vicious. And she's just this incredible creature. And that's a kind of feel that's the strength of them, is that they balance each other out.
Yeah.
Because Spacey is so, like, theatrical and, you know, in your face.
Yeah.
And, you know, he just murders a monologue. He just murders it so beautifully.
Yeah.
You know, whereas Robin Wright can do so much with no words.
Yeah.
You know, and they're just a great kind of team together.
Absolutely.
And the whole fact that Season 3 was just, like, about taking them apart. And I'm like, I want these guys back together. That's the strength of this. And, you know, it was really them finding their footing. And kind of near the end of Season 3, they ended in a very interesting place.
Okay.
But overall, it was like, it felt like, oh, they don't know what to do with this show anymore. Well, Season 4, I have to say, they really brought it back. The plot was stellar. This season was so awesome. Was a lot of new additions to the cast.
Okay.
So number 1, they brought in Ellen Burstyn.
Okay.
I mean, she's incredible in this. They bring in Neve Campbell as well.
Okay.
Who is looking hot as hell.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you and me, we did the Wes Craven special.
Yeah. We watched
Scream
Scream
4. Yeah, she looked nice.
She looked okay, yeah.
But she looked older.
Yeah.
Jesus, she looks about 10 years younger in this, man.
Oh, really?
Sort of an underrated guy who I'm a big fan of, Joel Kinnaman.
Okay, I don't
Who's,
know.
well, one of the reasons I love him is because he's Swedish-American, like me.
Right, yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, what's up, buddy? But he's a fantastic addition to the cast, and he's basically plays Frank Underwood's adversary in terms of the political campaign.
Okay.
And what makes it nice is that before, all of his adversaries have been like old, rich, white dudes like himself, you know? Whereas Kinnaman is like this young family man, you know, he towers over him physically.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like a Dolph Lundgren, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But he's hungry.
And he's hungry.
Yeah.
He's hungry for this position. You know, he's like a war vet and shit.
There you go.
And he's a proper challenge to Underwood.
Yeah.
And that really makes sort of their standoffs really juicy, you know?
Cool.
But I have to say, I was very satisfied by the season. I wouldn't call it the best season, you know?
Okay.
You can't beat those first 2 seasons. You can't beat them.
Yeah.